Okay, quick question. When was the last time someone checked on you? Not the cursory, like, hey, how are you? No, I'm talking about really, really checked on you. That's what we're going to dive into today because, it has always been interesting to me when people are like, hey, how are you? How are you? Because are they even really caring at the end of the day? Like, is anybody for real, even paying attention to you, to what's going on with you? Or is it just like something that people say because they're like, oh, I just want to see, what's happening. Today, we are going to dive into this. I'm super excited to be diving into it. If you had to stop and think about it for a minute, like really thinking about when someone said, hey girl, how are you? And not the kind that it is expected that you're going to come back with, I'm fine, I'm good. No, no, no. I'm talking about like that deep, them looking into the windows of your soul and saying, how are you? If this is something that you had to pause on and you had to take a moment, then we're going to dive into this today because it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that people are not checking on you. It's probably actually more of a pattern. And what we really want to do today is to show you why this happens and why it happens specifically to those of us that are most capable. For those of us that are the badasses, the go-to people, the ones that are getting it all done every time for everyone, why isn't anyone checking on us? And here's what I want to throw out as the myth. Being the strong one, it ain't a compliment. It's not. It's not. It really is this place that gives us a permission. Hey there, girl. My brown girl. Hey, it's so good to see you. It gives people, we end up giving people permission to not see us. Being the strong one is an invoice, and it is an invoice that a lot of times no one's paying. You're not paying it. Nobody else is paying it, and nobody is even paying attention to it. And it's exhausting. It is exhausting. I want to welcome you to 30 Days to Rise. We are here because we get to figure out how we can grow in our lives, in our businesses, in our careers. And what's up, Blux? And not go harder, but really, what does it look like to go in a smarter direction? Okay, so there is a specific reason that people stopped checking on you because at some point in time in all of our lives, people were checking on us. Oh, okay, I got my people. Hey, brown girl. Hey, Vlux. Hey, Jabari. So glad that you guys are all here. Here is the joke on me that I'm still figuring out all of my little places for where everybody is here on TikTok. So welcome. Welcome, welcome. So glad to be here. This is 30 Days to Rise. And we're jumping in because we get to figure out how we can scale, how we can have more without burnout. Essentially, that's what this whole 30 days is. I'm super excited to be here with you. I'm Heidi Day, your soul healer. And today we're talking about why people aren't checking in on you. Like for real, like checking in on who you are in your soul. All right, so it's a reason. There is a reason that people aren't checking in on you, and it's the moment that you get good at handling things, the moment where you become the competent one. And I'm going to show you exactly for you where that moment was and why it's not a compliment when people are calling you the strong one. It's not. It's not. And I have my own personal story with that. Hey there, RJ. Hey there, Alex, V, Nika, the sun god. What's up, y'all? Amira. And you trying to get me on this one. Vegabash. I know I'm getting that. No, I'm just making up stuff. But hey, either way, glad that you're here. Glad that you're here. All right. So I am going to share a story with you. And this is how I know that being the strong one really isn't the compliment that people like psych you up to make you believe. So I live here in Costa Rica now. I've been here for 3.5 years. Moved here with a family of 7. My husband passed away 2 years ago. So we had already been here for a while. And he passed away as we were here, and I became a single mom of 4. What's up? All right, shitter. What's up? What's up? What's up? And Kiana McKnight. Hey, Kiana! Oh my gosh! Hi, hi, hi! It's so good to see my people. It's so good to see you all here. Okay, Queen Delilah, Nate. What's up? How you do it? Hey, hey, hey. So good to see you. Please share the live. Please share, because more people need to understand. We getting caught in this trap of like wanting to be the strong girl, and there is a cost to it. I'm gonna tell you about it. Okay, so I was here in Costa Rica, like rebuilding my life, having gone from what I say to being a wife. I was a wife all my life, then a widow, and now I'm becoming a woman. But in this widow phase, girl, I miss you too. I miss you too. Thank you so much. What's up? What's up? Yes, I'm still here. No. Yes. I'm still here in the Costa Rica area, in the Belen area of Costa Rica. So, I was here enrolling one of my 4 children in school. I had navigated my way into, this is a new school that I had my son in, was navigating my way into the office to pay. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you're living in Costa Rica and you're doing life here, right? Like, I'm not talking about coming down to Jaco or to Tamarindo, to Puerto to go to the beach. No, I'm talking about living. When you're living here, it's all of the challenges that you face in the States, but in many ways, you're kind of doing them with your eyes closed and your hands tied behind your back. I am there, have found my way into the office where I'm supposed to pay and get my child registered for school. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had all my kids at one school, but you all know as moms, one size does not fit all. I had a child who needed a different plan with education, so we had to switch schools. I did not realize, I knew that it was gonna be hard for him. I didn't realize it was gonna be hard for me. So we switched schools. I had all of the other kids enrolled into the school that we had been at. And I had found a rhythm. They knew me. I knew how to pay. I knew how to register. I knew how to buy books. But then here I am in a whole new space. And I am at a new school with this child. And so I'm like, okay, all right. I can do this. So I find my way into the office and I'm trying to pay like I always do, but it's at the other school. And things are just not going right. They're like, we can't accept your money. There are all of these issues. And I'm getting more and more frustrated. The office feels like it is absolutely closing in around me. And so I'm like, well, what is it? Like, do I need to have another form of payment? And they're trying to explain to me in their Spanglish and my Spanglish. Y'all, when I tell you it was a scene, and I could feel the pressure. I could feel, you know, that moment where you feel it, the frog is in your throat, like the room is kind of in this almost like a little bit of a spin. And it's like, why am I here? And how am I supposed to be doing this? How am I supposed to be doing this? And they're like, there is some kind of complication with your account where you're not able to pay how you normally pay at the other school. And it was just one of those moments when I tell you, it felt like a breaking moment. I looked around, there was nobody around that could translate for me. I was in an unfamiliar territory. I needed to get my baby in school. We had all been through enough. There had been so many changes. And I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? What does this actually look like? And they're like, okay, you need to go and talk to your attorney. I mean, it was a whole thing. And in that moment, I was like, I don't know if I can even do this. Like, it felt, what I had been doing for the last 2.5, 3 years at that moment felt insurmountable. It felt like it was going to swallow me whole because I couldn't handle another problem, another issue, another thing that I had to fix. I couldn't do it. And I know the interesting thing is from the outside, people look in, they're like, oh my gosh, Heidi, how do you do it? You got all those kids, you have your business, you have this, you have that going on. How are you able to keep it all together? And the truth of the matter is, I had gotten in the habit of making it look easy. I did. I got in the habit of making it look easy. And when it was looking easy, people did not see the need that I needed to have any kind of care or any check. When I first came, you know, it was like, okay, this is a new family. They don't know. But I have been here for a while now, and it was beginning to get like, ooh, hello, Jess. Yes, glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, and so I felt it. I felt like I am completely overwhelmed. I was in the car. I was crying. I was frustrated. My baby needed to be in school. I didn't understand what was happening. And I realized in that moment that all of the condolences, all of the how can we help, they had gone quiet. And don't get me wrong, like it wasn't anybody's job to continue to be there. I just realized that in that moment, I was by myself. And what I understood was the competence that I had created had become my camouflage. It was absolutely my camouflage, y'all. Nobody was coming. Nobody was coming. And as I have been walking out this journey, there are things that I've learned. Number one, the more capable that you become, the more capable that I become, the less visible our struggle becomes. And as our struggle becomes less visible to everybody else around you, they stop checking. It's not because they don't care. It's because your competence has removed any cue that you need help. And that's where I was in the car that day. I was like, oh my gosh, nobody is coming. Nobody is coming. People check in on people who look like they need checking in on. So if you're looking strong, if you are the strong one in the group, if you are the one that people go to, people kind of back off and they stop checking in. They stop checking in on you, not because you stopped needing support. It's because you stopped signaling. You stopped sending out that kind of radar of like beep, beep, beep. Something's going on here. And girl, let me tell you, that's not strength. It's actually a leak. And it's a leak that maybe you can't see, other people can't see. And it is so costly. It is so incredibly, incredibly costly. And so I'm going to walk you through how this shows up. And we're going to talk through it. You may want to get you a little pen and paper because we're going to do a little bit of work. Have I talked about the fact that this perimenopause is whipping my ass like it is whipping my ass in the midst of everything else that is happening? This is how the way I describe it. I say that I have an internal HVAC and the devil himself is controlling it. And right now he has turned up the heat on me. Oh my God, I'm so hot. Okay, but I do have a fan over here. Let me know if when I turn my fan on. Let me know if you all can hear this buzz because I'm worried. I'm worried that you're going to be hearing. Okay, so. Let me know, anybody that's here, let me know if you can hear my fan, because I am worried that you're not going to be able to hear me. And it's not going to be for too long, but, the devil turned the heat up. He turned the heat up. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so there was a time in all of our lives where we were asking for help. We needed help to tie our shoes. We needed help as we were getting our businesses going. We needed help in so many different areas of our lives. And we asked for it. And for many of us, we were supported, right? And because people saw us as needing help, they stepped in. But not only did they step in, we were open to it because we knew that we didn't know. But then this is where it gets it's the insidious attack of our success and our competence. You start getting good at whatever the thing is. For all of those that are mamas in the space, you know how your babies get to that stage where they're like, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. For so many of us, we're still in that phase. We're still in that stage of I can do it, I got it. Oh, good. Thank you so much for letting me know, brown girl. Girl, the hot flashes. They are no joke. I'm glad to know that my fan does not disturb. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn it back on then. I'm gonna whip so if you see, okay, anyway. So yeah, you have those kids and the kids are like, the kids are like, I can do it, I can do it. And us as very competent, as strong, as powerful women, we often get into that same space. In our businesses, in our motherhood, in our leadership, in all of the different roles, in all of it, we're like, I can do it. And every time we had a moment where we like handled it, and we handled it without flinching, without bowing, without breaking, we were teaching everybody around us, she's got this. She don't need any help. She don't need any support. Every single time. And y'all, we're always teaching people how to treat us all the time. And so eventually that lesson of you not needing support becomes the default, and people stop asking. They stop asking. They don't stop loving you, but they stop asking because they feel like she's got it. Yes, yes, yes. If this is resonating, what's up, JJ? If this is resonating with you, please give me some hearts. Please show me some love. And not just about showing me hearts and giving me love, but it's also about understanding, letting others see that they're not alone. Because this is a real struggle. This is a real struggle. But here is the good news. It doesn't have to be the end of the story. The struggle doesn't have to be the end of the story. If it has gotten quiet in your cheerleader corner, your support corner, and I'm not talking about the people that just like will pump you up, because many of us have those. I'm talking about the people who are really ready to step in and say, I got you. What you need? How can I support? Or better yet, let me tell you something else. Another story from my journey of losing my husband. I had a friend. She's a Facebook friend. Have never met this girl in person. And right after my husband passed, she sent me a message and she said, Heidi, I'm not going to ask what you need, because that's just putting another damn thing on your plate. She said, I'm not going to ask you what you need. I'm going to say, I can do this, or I can do this. Tell me how I can support you. Ah! She rocked my world. Stephanie is her name. Stephanie, if you're watching, thank you. You have changed things for me. But that was real support. That was real support. And it was fantastic because she knew that I was in a state of being super vulnerable. She knew that I couldn't see from left to right. So very grateful. So very grateful. And it is important that we are, that's right. You cannot let these kids run you to the ground. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because the kids are here and then they're gone. After they're gone, what's left of you? What's left of you? You've got to be able to, and not only that, what are you modeling for your children? When they are taking my late husband used to say, I'm like, oh, these kids are on my last nerve. He would say, Heidi, why are you giving them access to your last nerve? Very true, right? And what are we modeling for them? What are we teaching them about how they get to be treated? Because they're going to be modeling their own behavior after us. Okay, so here is what I want us to really sit with today, that being checked on isn't something that happens to you. You're not checked on because you're weak. It's something that either you are inviting in or you are blocking out based on what you're letting people see. Based on what you're letting people see. What are you letting people see with you? What is it? Do you let them see your tears? Do you let them see your fears? Do you let them see your inadequacies? What are you letting people see? And this week, we are in week 1 of 30 Days to Rise. It's not about becoming weaker or less capable, but it is about stop making your weaknesses completely invisible. Because who is that serving? Who is that serving? Who is that serving? So if you're the successful woman that nobody is checking on, that's not proof that you got it going on, sister. And it's not even proof that you don't need anyone. It's proof of how well you've been hiding that you do need support. That's all it is, because every last one of us needs support in something. I'm gonna tell you one of the, so now I am in my space of now dating again. And one of the sexiest things that a man can say to me is, how can I support you? When I tell you when a man says, how can I support you? Girls, when I tell you, it is amazing. And I'm also going to give myself a pat on the back because it has shown me that I am teaching people how to treat me and how I need to be loved. And I need support. I do. I do. I do. So here's the thing. I told you all to get your pens and paper out. I want you to come in and we're going to answer some questions. All right. And if you want, you can just answer them. What's up, Coach Jen? Hi. You can come in and you can answer these questions in the chat if you'd like. Make it simple. Where in your life right now are you fine? I'm fine on the outside, but you know good and damn well on the inside you are not. But perhaps nobody's asked. Where is it? Is it with house maintenance? Is it with dealing with something with the kids? Is it where in your fertility? Big hugs, big hugs, big hugs, Coach Jen. Okay. What has it cost you just this month to keep being the one that nobody is checking on? Has it cost you energy? Has it cost you connection? Has it cost you health, peace? What has it cost you? Let me just say, if you don't know what it's costing you, I invite you to drop READY, READY, in the chat, because we have created a calculator to help you see where you're leaking. And it will show up for you financially, but it'll also show up in other ways. We've created this cool AI calculator. I will welcome you to drop READY in the comments and we'll get it over to you, okay? So what's it costing you? In your emotions, in your business, in your connections, in your joy, in your health. Ooh, the health is a big one. The health is a big one, y'all. The health is your wealth. That's number 2. Number 3, when did you first learn that being needed was safer than being viewed as you're struggling, being on the struggle bus? Think back to when in your life did you kind of come to that conclusion of, you know what? It is safer for me to be needed. It's safer for me to be the go-to one. It's safer for me to be the one that has the answers than for me to be viewed as someone on the struggle bus. Tap back into that memory. Go back to that because it's so super powerful. Yes. Thank you so much, Jen. Girl, sleep. Ooh, the cost. Yes. And the other thing is like not having shame for what you want. Not having shame for what you want. It's okay to want what you want. Your desires are your desires, and it's okay to have that. And all of your emotions. I had a session today with a client, and she said, I need a safe place to grieve. I thought it was really interesting because I'm like, wow, even our tears get judged. And so when we are those strong ones, it does put us in that place of we're under a microscope. It's interesting because we're under a microscope and yet nobody's really looking. Oh, that's crazy. We're under a microscope in so many places in our lives, but nobody's looking. Nobody's looking. The last question is, what would it mean about you if you let someone check on you and you weren't okay? Like, in essence, what would it mean about you if someone checked in on you and you fell apart? Does that seem scary? Does that seem scary? Here's what I want us all to know, that this pattern is not just costing you emotionally. It's not. I know you would feel weak. I get it. And vulnerability actually is our strength. It is. It really, really is. And when we can put our head around that truth, it changes everything. But yeah, this pattern of being the strong one, being the one that doesn't need anyone, it's not just costing us emotionally. It's not. It's quietly costing you in your business too. Absolutely is. The same invisibility that keeps people from checking in on you is usually the same blind spot that's costing you time, it's costing you capacity, it's costing you growth, and you can't even see it. This is why I created this calculator, y'all. I'm telling you, the calculator is sexy and it's AI. It's going to allow you to put all your information in and you're going to be able to see like you're going to see a number, which I love. You're going to see an actual number of what being the strong one is costing you. So put ready in the comments. And we're going to send you the sustainable scaling calculator. It's going to show you exactly where, I like to say, like where your leaks are in time, capacity, growth, and why what you want feels harder to get. Because if that's the case, if you're like, girl, what I want, getting what I want, it feels harder. It feels like it's more struggle. It feels like it's further away. Drop it. Drop ready in the comments. We're going to get that over to you. I'm so excited that you have been here with me. This is day 2 of 30 Days to Rise. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm heading to the beach, and we're going to be talking about your being tired is not because you're weak. We're going to figure out what's making you so tired. Now, listen, I already said I got these 4 kids. Life is a buzz. I got all the things to do. So I cannot promise you the time that I will be here. I can promise you that I will be here. I will be showing up. I will be here, God willing, every day of these 30 days to rise, because we get to rise without the struggle. All right. So if you want to be able to know when I'm going to be going live, go into my profile. There's a little bell up at the top. If you click on my profile picture, there's a bell at the top, and you can click on it. It's going to say notify me when Heidi goes live. Please follow me. Please share, because these struggles that we're having, we think that the answer is in a funnel. We think that it's in a new strategy, and I am here to say there is a whole different way that we can scale our business and have what we actually want. I'm Heidi Day. I'm known as the Soul Healer. I work with women who have paved their paths to success, tongue twister, trying to outperform their pain. And we create healing modalities so that you can scale your business without burnout. This is day 2 of 30 Days to Heal. Please click the link in my over in my bio so that you can join me. I thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Put ready in the comments, and I'll be sure to send you the sustainable scaling calculator. Bye, y'all.